Yo, what up? Privileged.
Love privileged people.
I'm I'm Hayden, if you don't know, in a wig. Um and this is Dustin, also in a wig. Take it off. Let's both take it off at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I look like Harry Potter.
See, my hair is not actually black. It's
Oh.
brown.
Alright. Welcome to our podcast. So Dustin didn't want me to show things in my room today for the podcast, but I
That's
decided
strange.
I want to do it anyways. So here's a few cool items. Today we're doing some show and tell. So I've got these cool dice right here. It looks like crack because of it's in the bag, but they're not. They're like these little like D&D dice, which I don't get to use because nobody wants to play Dungeons and Dragons with me. But I hope that one day I will have friends who would like to play the game. So I
It's real
keep
hard
them.
to play with you when you're not in town.
I've
Also, it does
also
look
got this.
exactly like crack.
I've also got another small bag full of weed. Not really. It's coins. I've got these metal coins. Can you see them? And this one's the coolest one out of them. It's a pirate. Got a little ship on the back. Also, I originally got them for D&D. Um, I thought they'd be fun to be played. It's cool. This is because I saw it and I thought it was the coolest thing. It's a little Star Trek teacup cup plate thing with Worf on it. Can you look a little excited? Come on, man.
Sorry, you showed me all of this before we did this. I
Shut
don't
up.
understand what
Yeah,
you
but
thought was
you
gonna
have to
happen.
act. It's called
Wow.
acting.
Star Wars. I love Star
It's Star
Wars.
Trek. It's Star.
Look at Yoda.
It's not Yoda. It's Worf.
Oh, that's Admiral. What's
Oh
his
my
face? It's a
god!
trap.
Shut up. It's a trap. Um, I've got another. Here, this one's Star Wars. So it's the little planet of Naboo. Oh, the text is backwards. Oh well. And like you press this button, it opens up. And there's the
Just like
little.
Naboo does.
I don't know if you can see that. The little fight between Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul.
It's freaking raining, bro.
Um, yeah, it is. And then lastly, on my stuff to look at, I've got this little baby right here, right? So it's like a little projector, yeah. And you do this, and you see all of you in it. See, look, you can see Dustin's eye, with
It's
a little
so
storage.
poggers,
But
bro.
then watch this. I pull. Hold on, where is it? I pull this right here. All right, before I get copyrighted. Anyways, that's some fun stuff in my room. Um,
That was
Dustin,
a lot of fun. Huh?
what's our first topic for the day? You should probably start because you have
Um,
more.
I have sugar-free maple
Oh
syrup
yeah, that's right. You want to show it to
in
me?
my room.
No, stop! Oh, that's so gross, and I know you're disgusted with yourself right now.
So delicious. I have nothing within arm's reach because I was told we weren't gonna do this. Just so you're not confused, Hayden wanted to do this. I said no, and then I said, you know what, Hayden, we should do it, and he said no. So fuck you, Hayden.
I wanted, I because
Um,
I planned for my bit, and then you ruined my bit. So I
I
had to.
have my sleep aid. It says mom is sleeping.
Mama,
Uh, yeah,
mommy.
mommy. I I have a suction cup shower handle in case I slip and fall in the shower. Like stick on the
I was
wall.
I was trying to
Help
think of
myself
what
up.
you were talking about. I don't think you can show that. Well, good thing
You
that
can blur it out.
we can't get monetized, so it doesn't matter.
It'll go on the premium podcast.
It'll
Don't worry.
go- that
Subscribe.
one clip we'll cut it out and just say premium content. And then we'll come back and act like it was all that.
I've a Christmas tree with one ornament. I don't feel like grabbing it. Um,
Fair enough.
um, a bunch of weights in my room. I'll just move the camera. That's real cool, isn't it? You can't see it because my yeah,
Your room is disgusting, man.
it really is. That's because I get home from work and gym and all that, and it's like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I'm going to bed in 3 hours. So I just kind of throw stuff around.
That's fair. That's valid. That's
Not
I
really. That's just
honestly I
lazy.
do that too, except that I don't go to work right now. So
I've got this CD I got for really cheap at like a bookstore by a group called Mundy.
he looks
The
really.
album is Strawberry Blood.
Oh, well, that's
Oh, there's a
wholesome.
few more. Nah, it's all right. I got this knife, old timer knife. Kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
I don't know. Um, I got these thick dogs in my room.
Oh, that's disgusting. Stop. Don't be
Yeah.
gross, man. Come on.
First, I want to complain about freezer designs. Oh, I just clicked on something I didn't want to click on because my freezer has been acting up, acting erratically.
Mm.
In the fridge, I keep all my stuff in the bottom. I take up the most room. I take the bottom. All my stuff is now soaked, and there's sheets of ice that form every couple of days, and then it just turns to water, and then water gets into all my food. I'm like, oh, that's freaking stupid. So I look up how to fix this on my fridge. I have to go into the freezer, take everything out. Then I have to uninstall the back panel of the freezer. I have to take all that out and the ice maker, which is attached up here. I have to remove all of that so that I can look at the back, and there's a drip tray where the water flows into and it goes down to the defrost tube. So the freezer, the water will go down there, so it won't sit and freeze in your freezer, even though that's what happened. And you look at it, the tray is completely full, and it's completely frozen over. It's just a thick block of ice in there. I'm like, well, what the hell? How do I fix that? And then I look up, and there's coils that have a big block of ice. For some reason, it's in the shape of an actual block. I don't know how that even happened up there, also frozen where it's not supposed to be. Like, well, this is fantastic. I love this. And I went to fix it one day last week, and after an hour, I realized it was going to take me like 3 hours to do it because I had nothing to thaw it with. So I'm gonna borrow a heat gun from work. But I feel like considering that can happen, freezers should be designed in a way where they're easier to access. So monkey brains like me don't have to go above and beyond their capabilities to make sure that their food's not drowning.
I've never heard of a freezer not working. That's kind of wild.
I guess it worked too well because it froze the water that was supposed to be draining out of it, but whatever. So yeah, that was a fun experience.
I'm really glad that's what that was because Dustin wrote in the topics channel, "Fuck the freezer." And when I saw that, I thought he was talking about wanting to have sex with a freezer.
Oh no, don't misunderstand. Whenever I thaw this thing out, I'm putting my penis down the defrost tube. That will be happening. Will it get stuck? I'm not sure, but I'll send you a picture if it does.
Help, step bro. I'm stuck in the freezer. Comes in and you're like up on the top.
With the door open.
How did you even do that? You're like, are you gonna help me or what?
Get the butter.
All
Yeah,
right,
there's nothing special. I just fucking hate freezers right now. It's been like this has been going on for 2 or 3 weeks. But what are you gonna do?
that's true. What are you gonna do?
Freaking get a heat gun from work. I ain't using no pussy hair dryer. I'm getting the real deal. I'm about to blow this thing apart. Melt the whole freezer. I don't care.
I don't care either way. I don't know what I'm singing. I have no song in my head, but that sucks. You are doing something that I wouldn't do. I would just buy a new fridge.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd probably deal with the water thing.
It's you could first hire somebody to fix it. Buying a whole fridge is expensive, bro.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Second,
Don't
it's
could
not
you?
that, huh?
Who do you? Can't you call a landlord or something for that though?
Yeah, we could have maintenance do it, but by the time we get all that set up and he comes in here to do that, I don't know if he's gonna even have the proper tools to do it. So I was just gonna do it because I didn't want to mess with that. And I've already taken it apart once, so at this point, I know how to do it fast now. I just have to. The thing that's gonna take the longest is just taking everything out of the freezer, probably.
Yeah, because I'm
Well, I don't
sure
know,
one of your
actually.
roommates has a ton of crap in there.
All of them do. They all have Costco memberships.
Dude, Costco's so great, but not when you're living with multiple people.
Yeah, if you're trying to feed like a family of 10, that's fantastic. But if you're
Yeah,
trying to feed yourself in a household full of other people, there's no way.
yeah. Because everybody just takes up space. You gotta like, the freezer is one of the worst things in the world to try to share with others because there's just so it's limited space.
There is. And like I found a meat in there that I had put in a bag to I guess eat like the next week or something. It just got lost in the freezer. And it was months ago that I put it in there. I didn't even know it was still there. I had speculated for a long time that I had food in there, but I couldn't remember what it was, and it was that. That's why I'm glad I got a free mini fridge. My sister got it from a university that she was working at. She's also going to it, so it's a frat fridge. She got it for free, and it's got a freezer in the top of it, and that's where I put a lot of my stuff. Just because I won't be able to get to it if I leave it near the freezer.
Cool. So I recently have been served. That sounds bad. I haven't been served, but I got in the mail. Well, I started thinking about it. I'm like, wait, no, people who are getting sued get served. I'm not getting sued. No, I got my jury duty notice. I have to go do jury duty
I
in
said duty
March.
twice.
You know what? The podcast's
You
over.
know how you can avoid that, Hayden?
Just tell them that I'm a pedophile.
uh, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna have the results you're looking for, but you could try. Let me know how that
How can I
goes.
avoid this?
I was gonna say you could move back here and then send them a copy of your lease and be like, "Hey, I don't live there anymore," and they'll be like, "Oh wow, okay, that's what I did." I got served with jury duty twice within like 6 months, and I got out of both of them. I'm
That's
a
cool.
bad cat.
Except I don't live there right now, so
Fake it till you make it.
make what?
Photoshop a lease.
I'm not gonna make a joke there. Um,
Yeah, I saw where that was going.
um,
A singular lease. There you
yeah,
go.
I thought it would be funny to say that I have to go do jury duty. My mom's never had to do jury duty, and here I am, fresh out of college, about a month, and I'm already having to do jury duty. It's insane. What?
I don't want to say it. You don't want me to say it.
No, go ahead. What?
Actually, no, no, no. I'll tell you why I won't say it later. I'm not gonna say it. Okay.
You meant to make my mom joke, weren't you?
I would never. Anyway, moving on to more important topics.
Wow. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Milf Manor.
Yes. Okay. Tell me about it. I haven't got to see it yet. I want to see it so bad.
I hope your expectations are this high because it's so bad.
It's
It's
really
so
bad.
terrible. It's really bad,
Okay,
but it's
so
also conceptually hilarious.
can I? Okay, so real quick, let's just explain what Milf Manor is supposed to be, what they
So
advertised. Sorry, do you want to
I
go
don't
or
know
you
what
want to
they
go?
advertised, but I know from watching the first episode, um, a bunch of older women. They're all trying to find younger men. They're like, "Oh wow, let's go on this retreat to Mexico and meet a bunch of dudes." And then when all the dudes come around and they open the gates, showing them who they are, it's their sons.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it gets really creepy because they're competitions where the moms and the sons are kind of like together and they're supposed to share a room. So it's like the moms and the sons keep cock blocking each other for one. Two, there was one competition where the moms had to touch the bodies of the dudes and figure out which one was their son. And the fastest one to do that, they were like,
That's problematic.
it was problematic. I hated watching that. But dude, what killed me the most was towards the end of the first episode, this kid sitting out there talking about he's in his early 20s or maybe mid 20s or something like that, talking about this 40, 50-year-old woman. And he's like talking about her feet. He's like, "Man, I love feet. I just want to oil them up, warm them up, rub them down, and all this. Paint her toes different colors." I was like, "Oh wow!" He said, and I just want to take him and suck the acrylic off of him. And I'm like, "Dog,
Oh,
you said that on TV. Even if this is probably scripted-ish. Like I'm sure
no,
it's planned, but
no,
they let him go up
no.
there and say that on
Why
TV.
would you say that to anybody? Why? That's so gross. That's so gross. Oh
Did you
my
not send
god.
the video I sent you?
No, you sent me a video? Oh no.
Ah, on
Oh yeah, no,
Snapchat.
no, I did, but I was somewhere. So I was like I had it really low. All I saw was it said MILF Manor on it. And you were like filming it. And I was like, damn, must be nice.
That was him saying how much he loved feet, and then he's like, "Yeah, I
Oh
just want
my
to suck the
god.
acrylic off of him."
Stop. Oh, that's so gross.
It's so funny.
It's so
Oh,
gross. Yeah, dude. Oh, I want
it's
to see
such
it
a
so
bad
bad.
concept. It's
No,
so
it was a
bad.
great concept.
Dude,
you
I've
take
started
you take
episode 2.
10 milfs, and then you say we've got people for you, and you're gonna find and you can like get with these people, and then it's their kids. That's the best concept I've ever heard. It's
It just
so
feels
great.
dirty.
It is. It's so good. It's one of
Ugh.
the oh my god, it's one of the best things I've it's like saying like oh I can't even think of anything
Is
now.
that what you want to happen to you and your mom? You
No,
want them to be on
no, absolutely not. I just think it's so funny because it's like it's the kids. I just remember I watched a clip on TikTok where they're all like there, just like sitting around. And then one of them said, like, the mom's like, well, I'm gonna try to get laid, and she's like, "Who wants to join me in the bath, in the hot tub, or something like that, or the pool?" And then the kid's like, "Mom, please." And I was like,
Yeah, that's how it is in the show, dude. It's terrible.
"It's
Like
so
this one
good. Oh, it's
lady just
so
is
cringe."
very out there partying and stuff like that, and her son just does not want it.
It's so
Ugh,
awesome. It's cringe, dude. You have to
it
watch
is.
this insane. Like it's like
Oh,
oh my god, I wish I could tell you something else. Like I'm trying so hard. It's like Love Island or whatever, where like or what's that one?
Love
Fuckboy
Island is
Island.
good.
Not
Oh, I
Love
didn't
Island,
watch that.
Fuckboy Island, where they have a bunch of they have two types of people. They have simps and they have like fuckboys. And but everybody's trying to act kind of like simps because the women are trying to pair up with the simps. And at the end, everybody is paired up if like I think if you're paired with a simp, you guys fall in love, you win the competition. But if you pair up with a fuckboy, then they win the money and the girl gets nothing. So they're
Oh,
trying to figure out who's who.
that's
Um,
wild.
at least that's what I've been told. I haven't got to see it. I really want
What's
to
it
see it.
on?
I think it's on HBO. Yeah, but
Ooh.
I haven't watched it yet. So, but
All I'm
oh,
saying is I couldn't get through the second episode of Milf Manor. I couldn't do it. It
Dustin,
gets really nasty like the next episode too.
does it?
Yeah,
It's
they do
so
like a
good.
wall. I'll ruin this. I won't say what because I don't know what the results were or anything, but there's a wall where they had to write like a sexual secret, and then the moms have and the sons have to guess whose is whose. So like you have to guess if it's your mom's, or your mom's to
Yes.
guess if it's yours, and it's like
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds so great. I mean, I would be I would hate this situation, but that would be so much fun. I just feel like just a little bit. Like it's both like one of those things where it's like this is awful. I don't want to do this. At the same time, it's like you get to know your mom a little bit
I don't
better.
want to know my mom any better. I'm fine keeping my distance.
Oh,
10-foot pool in between.
hey, I'm sure a couple of the guys can help with that.
I'm sure none of the guys have a 10-foot pole, that's for sure.
They're like what, 20? 20 years old or something like that? Jesus.
A lot of the youngest dude's 20 years old, yeah. I don't even know if
Jesus
I want to
Christ.
see if he's drinking or not because they're in Mexico, so I feel like legally he can. But
Is the drinking age on that 21?
I think it's
I think
18 in
that's only
Mexico.
in Europe where it's like
What?
18 or something like that, right?
Let me look it up. It's like 16 some places.
That's true. That's true.
It's 18 in Mexico.
Okay.
Personally, I know it would be stupid, but I feel like it should be 18 here. If you're old enough to join the army and sign your life away
Oh
and
my
fight for
God,
your
you're gonna make
country,
that argument? Jesus
that is my
Christ.
argument. You should be able to get a brewski with the boys or the girls, whoever. Like if you're old enough to go to war, you should be able to drink beer.
Well,
Like come on.
I'm not at liberty to say anything because I don't really know why they changed it to 21, other than people always try to control alcohol because you know the the man's trying to get us privileged down. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not. Um,
I know. You didn't, yeah.
like I don't care because I don't drink. So
I know you don't. I feel like that's my only argument for that.
I just
If you had to
find
be
that
21 to join the military, I'd be like, fuck it, 21 to drink. But yeah,
it's stupid that you have to sign up for the drafts. You know, we've got like one of the biggest militaries in the world, and we still have to sign up for drafts in case we get into a war.
you never know. We'll see how Russia turns
It
around with
doesn't even
this.
matter. If we get into a war, we're just gonna all be obliterated.
Yeah, if it's so bad that we get drafted, it's already like it's
Yeah,
over.
no, it's done. Like you'd have to lose half of the United States at that point. Like yeah. Well, they definitely would not draft anybody to fight overseas, I'm sure. Not nowadays. Because one,
Drone.
I could guarantee you that that will not end well. If we all saw what happened when Donald Trump was taken out of office, like I'm sure something else would happen too. Not saying that I want that to happen. I'm just saying
Hayden, were you there on that day? Was
what
that
day,
you? Did
what
you
day.
orchestrate
Oh,
it?
when the people rushed Area
The
51.
Capitol?
Oh, wait,
What?
people rushed
What?
what capital? Capital A?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hold on a minute. Are you playing dumb or are you actually dumb?
Yes, I was. I was there the day that we rushed Area 51.
Okay.
I saw it, man. I saw the aliens.
That's
they,
some alien to see.
they're beautiful, man. They're like balloons, but like
Did they
bigger.
have cake?
No, they're just sucking things up,
That's not so bad.
spitting blood out,
That's
guts.
kind of bad.
They're messing with the electronics.
What were we even talking
There was
about?
this woman beside me, and she's like, "Nope." Guy on a horse got ate.
Uh,
She ended up killing it with a balloon, big balloon. But man, I'm making a joke about the movie Nope, which I didn't recently saw, but I did see, and I thought it was disturbingly good. I don't watch horror movies, Dustin, but Nope was good. I wouldn't watch it again though because it terrified me.
why did you watch it? Someone convince you to?
I saw a couple clips online, and I just thought, "Ah, man, I just want to really all the clips I saw online showed everything but the alien, and I really wanted to know what the alien looked like. So I watched it, and the chimpanzee terrified me. That was I was that it actually scared me. And again, as always, it wasn't the actual chimpanzee itself, it was the sound. The sound of the chimpanzee screaming its face off, punching somebody's skull in as they're gurgling. It's just and then silence. Oh, silence. Who knew that silence could be so scary?
I'm gonna look up this movie. I haven't seen anything
You haven't
about it.
seen Nope?
No.
It's really good. It's made by, oh my god, what's
Oh,
his
I
name?
have seen that. I didn't know it was a chimpanzee. What the heck? I've seen all the trailers for it, or not all of them, but a few of them.
Yeah, I thought you saw the movie because I thought you told me about it.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, terrifyingly good. It was really good. It was just scary as hell. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I thought I God, I can't remember his name. What's his name? Jordan Peele, right? He's the one
Mm,
who did that movie. Um,
yeah.
he's so good. He really he takes like old horror tropes and stuff that were ridiculous, and he like makes it just feel real. Like the whole alien, so everybody like I just think it was so interesting that he kept the flying saucer design, like, oh, it's sucking up cows or whatever. I think it was horses in this one, but like it was doing that, and then like it turns out it's actually like this balloon thing. Like I don't even know what it is. But it was just it's so good. Just interesting. Interesting how he does it.
Yeah, I had to give it a look.
I haven't seen Us, so which is a crime apparently.
I
I've
didn't
been
see it
told.
either.
You haven't no never mind. It's a different movie, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen either of them.
Dude, I've seen it too. That was pretty good. I don't know if you're lost or if you're just tired of my crap.
Yes.
I was I was making a joke about Pennywise. It. You said you haven't seen it, and I'm like, you haven't seen it? I saw
I
it
said I
too.
haven't seen either of them.
So I recently saw Puss in Boots. Dude, I saw Puss in Boots, and I think you saw it too, if I remember correctly. Dude, what a great freaking movie! It
It
was
was
so
really
good.
good.
I really thought it was gonna be crap when we went in. I was not mostly like here's how it played out, right? So me and my brother went and got pizza right beforehand, and then last minute I'm like we had 30 minutes before the movie started. Typically, I'm like, let's just go in, wait 30 minutes. We buy the ticket, find our seats, blah blah blah. But pizza doesn't really. This might be too much information. Pizza upsets my stomach, so I was not feeling very good before we went in, and I had to make the call. Am I going to watch this movie with an upset stomach, or am I gonna go see it at 4 o'clock at night? Oh no, not 4 o'clock. It was later because we saw it at 4. No, 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 wait, no. Yeah, no, we saw it at 4. We had a really late lunch. Um, no, it couldn't have been 4. Maybe it was 2:30.
Nobody cares what time it was.
Anyways, the next movie that we would have been able to catch was really late, and I was like, I don't want to get a seat, so I stuck it out. So I did that. I get in there, and they're like, "Well, this is the only row that we have seats together," and it's like the second to the front row, which is, as you know, the front like 3 or 4 rows are always just bad. You just don't do them.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right. I get there, we sit down. I got my Cheeto popcorn with an upset stomach, by the way. That was a bad idea. The Cheeto popcorn, though, is really freaking good. I don't know if you ever had it. Have you ever had it?
No,
Oh,
I'd
it's
never
so
heard of
good.
it.
It's so good, but my large Diet Coke, like that gets your free refill, um, is was cheaper than that popcorn, and the popcorn was like that big.
Dang.
But damn, is it good? So yeah, I spent like $14 on that, and then probably like 15. Never mind. We don't talk about price, but yeah. So there I am sitting there, and they have recliner seats because it's a Palladium, Regal, not Palladium, Regal, and I go to recline my seat, and I can't find the button, and my brother is like reclining his seat, and I'm like, wait, do I not have a button on my seat? So I was like, I was about to start this movie. I'm like, I don't have a damn recliner. I got the because the arm where the button should have been, it lifted up. Like no other arms did that, by the way. This one lifted up, so that I guess you could have more room. I don't even understand because they had a cup holder in the seat under it. Because they have a cup holder in the arms, and then you lift the arm, and there's just no arm, but there's a cup holder there. Like, why would you lift the arm and then put your cup in there? Because that's where you're gonna put your leg. Like the seat was designed for fat people, you know.
Yeah.
Why would you lift up the arm that's blocking you from expanding and then put a drink in the spot that you're expanding to? That makes no sense.
Maybe it's so you can expand into your drink.
That's a really good idea. I didn't think about that. Anyways, I did eventually find the button. I was just an idiot. It was much further back than I thought.
Yeah.
So I just thought it'd be funny to go on a tangent. But yeah. Anyways, movie was great. I was really confused because when I saw the advertisement for the movie, um, can we spoil? Are we cool with that? Spoiler alert for
Sure.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. If you haven't seen it, which should win an award. Oh, that's what we should talk about, the awards. Oh well. Uh,
I didn't watch it.
they're not out yet. The
Oh.
the Academy Awards released a list of movies that have nominations. Anyways, doesn't matter. One of them was Avatar. That movie's gonna be crap. I don't know. But I was confused because all the trailers showed Goldilocks and the Three Bears being the bad guys, and then there were two new ones. There was Death, and then there was uh the Plum
Oh,
Boy,
the yeah. I
who
don't
was
remember his name.
John Mulaney, by the way. It took me forever to realize the voice. I was like, this dude sounds so familiar, and it was John Mulaney. Does that even ring a bell to you?
No.
I'm trying to think of something with John Mulaney that you would know, and I'm failing. He's a comedian. He's on a lot of SNL stuff.
Oh.
But anyways, um, yeah. So movie was great. The wolf was funny enough, terrifying. Which is weird to say. Um, I originally when I heard his voice, I'm like, because I saw some thumbnails of YouTube videos before, and they were like, "Why the wolf is so terrifying in Puss in Boots?" I'm like, really? And like, I've seen clips on TikTok where it's like the whistle man. And then you like he first comes in, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna be badass. Like, he's gonna be voiced by somebody who has like a deep like voice or something that's gonna be like death. But then his voice was like really high, you know? Like it was kind of strange. I'm not saying like the voice actor did a good job because he was great. But it was weird because I just thought when you think of death, you think of like this deep, chilling thing. And then he's like, what up? You know, he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
I didn't think he had a high voice. I don't know. It seemed normal to me.
I'd have to
Normal
watch it
enough.
again. I guess because I was thinking it was going to be a deep voice, and then it wasn't. That kind of off put me at first, but I mean the voice actor was great. Not talking shit about him. I thought he was really good. Played the character well.
It was good. I like the when they changed the animation style for fight sequences or action sequences. That was
Yeah,
really cool. It's such
yeah.
a good job. They
Who's
pushed boundaries with that movie. No, I wouldn't say boundaries, but they showed blood in it a little bit, which I thought
yeah?
was interesting.
No,
Even though it
yeah,
was just
yeah.
a little moment, it was still like
I was
more than I
thinking
ever
that
seen.
too because there's the blood coming down his
Yeah,
head
they
at one
made a
point.
few inappropriate jokes, didn't they?
Yes. Oh my God. There was the time the dog, whatever the dog character's name. Oh, he didn't have a name. That was the point. The dog just starts cussing, and it just they bleep for like 20 seconds. It's just like you beep 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 beep, beep. And all the characters like it was great. Oh my god, yeah, they bleep so much, and it's funny because kids find that funny because like they had to bleep the words, not realizing what that even means. I just think it's funny because it's like it's silly, but like for all of us, we were like,
No, Hayden thought it was funny too. He had to Google it to see what it meant.
it was like Morse code. But yeah, no, it was really good. I think the message behind it was really good too. The whole message of like don't let the fear of death control your life, you know? Like
Yeah.
and I think that I haven't seen that in anything because no movie ever wants to like talk about death in it, you know? Like even like I don't know, something like Harry Potter, where people die left and right in those movies. Like they don't really talk about like live life to its fullest or whatever. It's just like you gotta defeat the Dark Lord or whatever, you know. Like there's a lot of that's one of the things I really enjoy about children's movies that I really wish would go into like adult movies. And I say adult movies, they're just normal movies. But like the themes and stuff that the themes are always missing. I'm trying to think of a movie that I've seen in the last like 5 or so years that had like a theme like to it, like a lesson to be learned, and I can't think of a single one.
I don't know. It was great, and the fact that they made it, I guess, more relatable to other people. The story itself, like Puss was legitimately terrified. He had panic attacks. That was they brought him down more than because there's the whole time he's been this legendary character or whatever. It just kind of grounded him.
Yeah,
Like
when
even he fears something.
the therapy dog made me think of another dog that we know, just a
No,
little bit.
no,
The
no, no,
little rat
no.
goblin,
Plump little
little
rat belly.
little poop stain on the earth.
Kind of look like him.
He did, didn't he? He was a little rat. Oh god. If that dog could talk, I'd want him to talk like that dog.
I would not want to hear it
I thought the movie
ever.
was really funny too. I just want to say that.
It was.
It had a lot of good bits. Jiminy Cricket, that was hilarious.
That came out
Well,
of nowhere too. It
yeah.
was just an extra thing, and it was so funny.
There was a thing though that I was actually shocked. So there was a lot of Disney references in that, and my brother was like, "No, like it's not Disney, it's fairy tale." I'm like, "No, that bag is specifically Mary Poppins that he had. The bag that you just keep putting stuff in. I can't think of a single
Oh,
fairy tale." And then there was a scene where he puts a bunch of stuff in, and there's Mickey's sorcerer hat. It's very quick and you'll miss it, but I noticed it instantly because it's blue and it has the stars on it, and I'm like, That's Disney," and I'm just curious why that was. I don't think Disney purchased DreamWorks. That's still Universal, if I'm correct. But I just found that interesting. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, Jiminy, though he is Pinocchio, which is a fairy tale. So I mean, give or take. Um,
No, I mean it says DreamWorks was founded by somebody who used to work for Disney, but it's not owned by Disney, so I don't know why. Huh.
unless if somebody can prove me wrong and tell me a story that those are in, I'll accept it. But I mean, those were Disney, so
I'd say it's possible because they're based off other things too, I would
yeah,
imagine.
I'm sure.
So I mean, yeah,
But yeah, great movie. I'm trying to think of anything else to say about it.
it was fun,
The music at the beginning was pretty good. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite famous fearless hero?
something like that.
Puss in Boots.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then of course the ending. Spoilers, really big spoilers. They go back to far, far away,
Yeah, that was nice.
which I think, which is teasing another Shrek movie, which makes a
Hmm.
lot of sense because we've recently witnessed Mike Myers stepping back into the acting roles. I don't know if you've noticed that because originally, he stepped away. I think because he had kids and he wanted to spend time with his kids. But in the last couple of years, he's done like one movie a year at least. He was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
He was in a movie. I keep seeing the clips pop around. He was in a movie where at one point Shrek saves him from some people, which is kind of funny, like somebody in a costume. Um, but I don't know what the movie's called. I've been trying to look it up, but I can't find it. Um, but yeah, he's stepping back out there, and I'm hoping maybe we could get another Austin Powers movie.
Maybe. I think there have been rumors circulating about Shrek reboot anyway, so I feel like
Oh, not a
yeah,
reboot
it's
though.
possible.
I don't want a reboot.
Yeah,
Just
I
continue.
don't want them to reboot it. They continue would be nice, but whatever happens. There's like rumors of another Shrek movie coming around.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. What? Why did you type Miley Cyrus?
It's just I'm sick. I'm so sick of hearing that stupid song. It's like I can buy myself flowers.
Oh,
I can hold my hand. I'm just sick. Every video I see. I've recently gotten to TikTok, and now TikTok has completely screwed my algorithm or whatever. It just sends me bull crap now. It's nothing like related to the stuff I watch. It's just a bunch of random crap, and I hate it. But every single video has this song in it, and it's not empowering anymore. You're just basic, unoriginal, mooching off of the popularity of it, and it's like
yeah.
it's so overused. They do it for the dumbest things, like I'm strong, independent. I'm gonna go get myself a Starbucks coffee, and then it's like I can buy myself flowers. I don't need some man or woman to go buy me coffee. It's like shut up. Nobody cares. You're not making some big grand statement. You're just being annoying. And then they'll put it over stupid stuff too that has nothing to do with anything. And I just and
You
it
hear
always starts
that,
with that line.
guys? You hear that privileged? Don't let anybody, man or woman, try to be happy for themselves.
No, and don't let anybody buy you flowers either.
Don't,
Not
yeah,
even
no,
yourself.
buy it
Nobody.
yourself. Lesson
That's
of
a
this
yeah, terrible
message.
industry. Free the flowers.
You know, it's this is a little different, but um, you know, you saying that you're sick of that song, and I was gonna say, I don't know why this brought this up. I think it's because no, I do know why I brought it up. So I'm not a huge fan of Tom Cruise. He's kind of annoying to me. I don't think he's that great of an actor. A lot of people will disagree with me. That's fine. You honestly, he probably is a good actor. I just don't want to admit it because he just
Probably.
well, every time I watch a movie, all he does is he runs every movie. And it's like they're like everybody's gonna die. Like the Mummy, everybody's gonna die. Run. Mission Impossible, everyone's gonna die. Run. Tom Cruise, everyone's gonna die. Fly. Tom Cruise. I mean Top Gun. I actually haven't seen Top Gun yet, and I really want to see Top Gun.
Wow.
But then again, it has Tom. So I've had to reevaluate something because I wasn't watching Tom Cruise movies because I don't like Tom Cruise. But then I had to reevaluate because I started realizing some of the good movies out there that I've never seen. Mission Impossible, Top Gun, not The Mummy, but other movies with him in it have Tom Cruise in it. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have to, just what's the word I'm trying to look for? Suck up my pride and
Yeah, you
go
just
and
have to
watch
suck it
them.
up
Shut
real
up.
good.
Well, because I really want to see the new Mission Impossible movie, the last one, but I haven't seen
Mhm.
any of the previous. And I also want to see the Top Gun because everybody keeps telling me, like, oh, you gotta go see Top Gun, and I don't watch it because I get tired of people telling me I have to go see Top Gun. Uh, kind of the same with you and Batman, but
Yeah, it reminds me of the Batman movie.
which you shouldn't see. It's really bad, actually. Were you
Okay,
watching
good.
it?
I was thinking about it, but now I'm
I
not going
was
to now that you said that.
joking. Please go see the Batman. It's so
I
good.
won't.
I
But back
will.
on what you're saying about Tom
I will move
Cruise,
back to Wilmington if you'll watch the Batman.
no, you won't.
If I
You'll
get
do it
if I
for
get
other
if I
reasons
get
if
that
you do.
job, if I get
Yeah.
the job, I'll move back. Which, by the way, I was looking for places down there just to see if I do get the job. Um,
It
and
ain't pretty.
dude, they're expensive and they're
Pretty.
gross.
Yeah.
They're like a
Campus
thousand.
evolution.
You know what? My dad and me were talking. We're looking at these things. They're like, it's like for a good apartment, it's like $1,500. Like,
Yeah.
and my dad's like, do you know the house that we live in, which is it's a 2-story house with a garage, a big backyard, a big front yard, and you know how much so they rented this for a year before buying it. They were given the offer to buy it. Do you know how much they paid a month for this house?
Probably $1,000.
1,500.
Yeah.
They paid the same amount as one apartment, like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment in Wilmington costs. That's ridiculous, dude.
I
How am I
know.
supposed to live off that? I, I'm like looking. I did the math. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be making like maybe, and this is like based off estimates, $2,200 maybe a month. I'm like, I'm only gonna be making a profit probably after expenses of like $400. And that's if I can find an apartment for 1,000. If I can't find one for that, there's no way I can live down there. I
There are
can't.
places right beside campus that do it for that much. I mean, it's not great. I think you'll be better off getting roommates if you can.
Right, but I don't want to live with anybody random. Dustin, if you're looking for a roommate, though, let me know. Hit
No.
me up. You don't
You
want
can
to be
share Greg's
roommates?
room.
You
Greg's
don't
not
want
on
to
the
be
lease.
roommates?
You
Oh,
won't be on the lease. You
oh,
can
I
share
was
with him.
talking about. Wait, Greg's not on the lease.
No. We're technically only allowed to have 3 people in the house. There's
Why?
some kind of brothel ordinance or whatever in New Hanover County. So it's like you can't have more than three unrelated people in the same house or something like that, even if they're dudes, because we're obviously not a brothel. And, but I think we can get
Well,
away with
I
it
don't know if
'cause,
that's obvious.
uh, I think we can get away with it legally anyway because two of my roommates are brothers. But whatever. So our
Stupid.
fourth roommate is just not on the lease. He's just upstairs chilling, and the landlord doesn't care.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Dustin, if your situation ever changes, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be paying for really expensive apartments at oh man, there was that one on the corner. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what it is. The one by the Harris Teeter, or not Harris Teeter, Lowe's, behind the Lowe's. You know that apartment complex back there.
Yeah.
I was looking at apartments and I saw it and I'm like, oh, this one's really nice and it's like $1,000 a month. I'm like, that one could be good. And then I saw the front house thing and I saw how nice it looked. And I'm like, hold up, that looks familiar though. And I remembered it was the one on that corner there that had the big dumpster out in front of the complex because they were like
Yeah.
throwing stuff away for like a year. I don't know why, but they have been. And I'm like, that's not real. Those photos from a time long ago or something. Because I'm like, there's no way in a month they had that dumpster gone and it was all renovated to look that good. Like not after a year of it all being there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean,
here's the other thing too. Because it's a college town, I am terrified. This is gonna sound really stupid. I do not want to live in a place where people are smoking weed because my one of my friends lived in an apartment complex, and every time I went and visited him, oh my god, dude, it smelled so bad because people in the building would be just smoking weed all the time. And people at like a previous apartment I lived at, they didn't smoke weed, but they just smoked. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I cannot stand the smell of smoke or weed or whatever. Anything like that. It drives me insane. And if I sign a lease and I start smelling that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had to deal with that at school, and it was awful. I could not deal with that if I'm having to pay $1,000 a month for a place to live, and I'm stuck
oh,
there.
that's rough. Good luck.
I'm worried about that wherever I live. I'm like, I really would like to like rent a townhome. That's what I
Mhm.
would really like, and it's doable anywhere else but Wilmington. Can't do it in
Yeah.
Wilmington.
Wilmington's expensive. But the
Yeah,
only reason our rent is so cheap is because we have an illegal fourth person.
right. Well, yeah, you
So
guys
we're
have
paying
roommates.
like yeah, so we're paying like 400 or 500 a person per month, and then utilities. So it's probably about 500 per month,
Oh,
600.
that's not bad though.
That's not at all. No.
Between all of you, and like even if you had only three people, that's like what 700, 700 a month.
7 to 8, yeah, county utilities.
That's really good. That's what I was looking for. I was hoping to find like 800. Um, and I found one that was 800, and it was suspiciously. It looked suspiciously like my friend's old apartment. Like dead serious. I looked at it and I'm like, that is the same layout as my friend's old apartment. And I'm like,
Damn.
is this in Wilmington? And I'm pretty sure that there must be like a group of people like who own several apartments and they just model them the same or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
Hey, the website looked really nice though. If it's nice, I'll consider it because I don't dislike the layout. I just and it's not a bad price. It's like a studio almost. Um,
Okay.
but I was like, if I have to do that for a year, that wouldn't be bad.
Hmm.
But we'll see. Crazy, dude. Rent is crazy, but it's also the only job
It
offer
is.
I have.
That's why I'm
So
trying to buy a boat.
yeah,
Maybe
because living
cheap.
on a boat is good, especially. It's not good. I just want to clarify. It's stupid.
Sorry, what do you know about it? Nothing. You
You're
know
right. You're right.
absolutely nothing. You
Well,
ignorant
if
fool.
you buy a boat and you leave me, I'll be so sad.
Well, I'm gonna stay on the boat for a little while. I got after buying the boat, I'll have to save up money. But I'm trying to do it without taking out a loan or anything. That would be baller.
Don't do that.
What?
Um, yeah. So, uh, dude, that Last of Us episode, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pedro Pascal, loving Pedro Pascal. I'm starting to realize how many movies he's in. I don't know why I didn't recognize him. He was in The Kingsman, the second one.
Yeah, yeah, he was. He was it wasn't whiskey. He was tequila?
Yeah,
Was he tequila?
yeah, he was
No, no, he
tequila.
was whiskey.
No, I thought someone else was whiskey.
Tequila was no, tequila was
Oh wait, no, tequila was.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, that's who it was. That's right. No, yeah, he
I
was
think he
whiskey.
is whiskey.
It's a
I
good
think
point.
so.
Yeah, no. I didn't realize he was in that, and he was in a bunch of other stuff too. He was in Equalizer 2, I think it was. Um, doesn't matter. It's a me thing. But yeah, but I've been watching Pedro Pascal's interviews, and I just love how he refers to himself as daddy. I think it's great. It's so awesome. He's like, I want to be your daddy. Like there was two interviews I saw where someone's like, man, he's like a slutty version of my daddy. He's like, yeah, I'll be your slutty daddy. And then there's another interview where he's like, daddy's a state of mind. And then he looks into the camera, he's like, I'm your daddy. I love that. It's so great. I love that he wants that. He wants people to think that. It's so good. A lot of people shy away from it and they're like, no, I don't want people to know that. And Pedro Pascal's all in. He's like, oh yeah, I love it.
Owns it.
He owns it. That I think that's what's so great about it. Like him, like every time, every interview I see, he just owns everything. Like he just does it. He doesn't. It's not like a it's not that he doesn't care. He actually cares a lot, but he's like, yeah, that's me. He's just so it's so good, which is so funny because every time he acts as a character, it's like always the complete opposite of his personality. Like he's usually really like funny and eccentric, I think, but then like he's like the Mandalorian, who's very like chill and like badass, or um rough and gruff. What's his name? Joel, the guy from Last
Joe.
of Us. Who?
Joe.
Joel. Or what was that other thing he was part of? Game of Thrones. That one he was kind of fun and eccentric, but he felt like he was different. It wasn't Pedro Pascal. It was like uh, he didn't laugh a lot, but he was
It's
good.
almost like he was acting. Crazy.
Yeah, love Daddy Pat Pedro.
That's not what you were gonna say.
what what what
Never
was I
mind.
gonna say? I was gonna say nothing.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Have you ever heard of a game called Train?
Yeah,
Really?
I've heard of it.
It's a dominoes game.
Yeah.
I recently learned how to play that. I sucked at it. We played 7 rounds. I lost 7 rounds.
It's solid.
um, and it's now my new addictive game. For a while, poker, I was addicted to poker, but now I'm addicted to trains, and I want to play it, but nobody wants to play with me because it's like 12 rounds. You play through 12 times, and nobody wants to do it. And I want to do it so
Dang.
bad. They're not even. It's not even like long rounds. Like we played 7 rounds in like an hour and a half. And that was with us trying to also figure out how the game worked. As went on, it went faster. It's kind of like every other game that I own, like all the Game of Thrones games and all that stuff. It always takes the longest when you first start. Then once you get into it, you go.
Yeah.
Like I could play an Uno game in 30 minutes, or I could play an Uno game in 2 hours. Depends who I'm playing with. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. If you ever want to play dominoes.
No.
But on that note, we're gonna save some stuff for next week.
Yeah, this was a long one.
It was. I didn't think that it was, and then we ended up doing it, dude. I, me and Dustin beforehand were like researching stuff that we won't say because we don't want to spoil next week. But we were researching stuff, trying to find things to talk about. Because we had like 3 topics when we started this, and we pulled it out of our ass and we did it. we got,
Smells like we did too.
we got. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch the series. Leave a like if you liked it, enjoyed. Comment down below, maybe so we can like mention some of the comments that we've seen, unless they're like really mean comments. In which case, I'm gonna cry to myself and then like move on with my life.
And then I'll mention
Subscribe.
it.
What?
And then I'll mention it to make you cry on camera. Subscribe to Elbigdog.
Why not say the channel? I mean, I'll take it. Subscribe to Elbigdog. But also, if you want, subscribe to Talking Privileges. We would appreciate it. Turn on that notification like bell. I'm trying to be professional, but I suck at this. So,
Mm-hmm.
what else should we say? Subscribe to Elbigdog.
Have a good night or day, whatever time you're watching this is. It's night for me.
I'm watching this on the eve of. All right. Good night. Bye.